Well, good evening, everybody. I am running late. It's been a day, and then tonight I was actually just getting ready to sit down to do these readings, and my alarm went off, and I'm like, "What? What's going on?" And I had set the alarm for a TC movie on Turner Classic Movies, starring Gene Hackman, a long ago. Well, I don't know how old it is, 72 maybe. Sony, something like that, called The Conversation with Gene Hackman. And since his passing recently, I've been curious about his other films. I'm familiar with his newer ones, and I just like rewatched The Firm, which was he was just dynamite in. So was Tom Cruise, but it's a good film. And anyways, The Conversation was one I had not seen before, and I really wanted to see it. So I watched that tonight, and it just ended. And wow, good movie. Kind of scary and creepy as good movies are. I'm trying out a. It's not a brand new deck, but it's kind of a new deck. I haven't worked with it all at all, and I thought, well, what a better way to break it in than on Star and Flurry's Elemental Daily Readings in the month of March. So welcome back, everybody who comes back, and welcome to uh, anyone new who is joining me for the first time on this adventure. I really appreciate anybody stopping by, and of course, any comments you might have, feel free to make them. I'd love to hear how you would interpret the cards. I am still new at them. I've been studying them for about 2 years, but I'm still really new at it. I think it's a lifetime study, seriously. Um, Anyways, and also I'm wondering if anybody's familiar with this deck. It's the what did I say? It's called the First Aid for Broken Hearts Tarot. Um, so if it's a little sad, I may change it out here. We'll see how it goes because I don't want it to be sad. Written and illustrated by Nonara. So here's the box if you want to take a look at it. So we'll give it a shot, see what we learn. I had shuffled these quite a bit before, so I'm not going to spend too much time shuffling with you all here. So, fire signs. How is your day going to go tomorrow? And these are readings for March 15th, Saturday. And we're off. These are the backs of the cards, by the way. It's a very pretty deck. And it's bigger than normal. I think this is pretty. I think the time tarot that we've been using is pretty normal tarot size cards, so these cards are quite a bit bigger, as you can tell. We're going to keep this deck on the side, see how this deck does for us. It's a little reminiscent of, in a way, of the Dream Song Oracle, which again I'm going to use again tonight. I should give him a shout out, this one. A little reminiscent of is it the Lonely Dreamer Oracle? I think it's just got this kind of sad palette. I love it. It's a moody, not sad, I should say, moody palette. So, anyways, fire signs. What do we got going on for you? The Five of Cups. Oh, isn't that a pretty card? The Four of Pentacles. I'll make sure that I'm straight here. There we go. Four of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands. Unexpected sorrow. Keeping all for yourself. Limits the flow. Your audacity seizes the momentum. I'm not sure. I may switch these cards out. I'm not sure I like the it's a really cool deck. Let's continue on. I'm thrown off by the verbiage here. The little it's kind of like the guidebook. If I were looking at this right now, I would say, you're clearly hanging on to something that it's probably time to let it go, let the balloons go. It feels like it came on pretty quickly with the Eight of Wands so nearby, and And I don't know if you're regretting keeping this all to yourself or regretting the fact that you haven't shared it with somebody. I'm not sure what the progression is here. But it's an interesting three cards. Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. They are very moody. I guess I'm kind of moody today. So what does the... Oops, upside down. We have a welcome presence. I know we've read this one before, too. Isn't it funny here? I thought we kept seeing the same ones over and over again, and I forget... I think we've seen almost all of these cards. So let's read. Welcome presence. The garden of consciousness is ever flourishing, ever changing. Your quest right now is to soothe the thoughts that churn up the soil, to intentionally calm the frantic buzzing of anxiety and concern. And that is very much this, is maybe it's, this is not so much sitting on top of something like the Four of Pentacles, like the hoarding aspect of it, but more the kind of tamping everything down, kind of tamping whatever this kind of franticness and anxiety is. Create intentional solitude. Let the stillness at your core rise to meet the circumstances of your situation. Court the stillness so that in your clarity, the next right thing for your life can take root and bloom. This is not a time for effort. It's a time for ease, for relief, for deep internal intentional calm. As Lao Tzu said, do you have the patience to wait till your mud settles and the water is clear? Can you remain unmoving till the right action arises by itself? The master doesn't seek fulfillment, not seeking, not expecting. She is present and can welcome all things. So that's kind of what I see here, is that, and again, you are just kind of hanging on to something may have hit you hard and fast. You're kind of hanging on to it, and it might be time to just let it go. I know I say that a lot, but isn't that half of our problems? 9 times out of 10 is, storing this stuff up and not getting it out. But all is not lost would be my take on this reading. Okay, we'll do one more from this deck. I'm not sure I'm really vibing with it. But the cards are so freaking beautiful. Let me move on to the water signs. And I think what I'll do instead of, I can do this. There we go. I can do hard things. I'm going to try to not look at the messages that are on the cards. Those are throwing me off. And I'll see if I can get through a reading without paying attention to them. I'm not sure I can. They're distracting to me. I don't mind them on an oracle because that's kind of, I feel like that the oracle speaks more definitively and louder than the tarot, and that's what you expect. But I like the subtleties of inferring what the cards are, the wisdom that they're imparting. Okay, water. Okay, I'm sorry, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What do we got going on for you here? For tomorrow, for Saturday, the weekend. Oh, is that beautiful? Okay, Four of Wands. I'm not going to look at the meanings. Oh my God, those cards together are beautiful. So that's a Four of Wands, out of fire. Just thinking for a moment. Right? Okay, Four of Wands, 2 boats, Seven of Wands, which is, well, hello, maybe I didn't shuffle these very well. And the Five of Wands. So an awful lot of fire in this watery element. And a little bit of strife and argument, and yet there's the Four of Wands. Is somebody being a bridezilla? Is that what's going on here? Let's just move these around to represent what the hit that I just got on that. So there. So yeah, I think somebody's under an awful lot of pressure, probably from themselves, or maybe from close folks around them, and yet all will be fine in the end. The joyousness of life and bonding between all will happen. So don't worry about this, don't worry about that, and don't worry about that. I think you're all good to go. That's so funny. And it doesn't necessarily, obviously, doesn't necessarily have to be a bridezilla, but there's a drama queen involved in this somewhere. And, drama, 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 drama. Okay, everything's fine. I've had days like that, for sure. And your oracle card, again, upside down. Stop it. Is this all upside down? No. Okay, good. Abracadabra. I know we've had this one too. Yeah, and it goes with I'm sorry, but it's just perfect for this reading. I think it's just like all this kind of and then everything's fine. Let's read this. Say it with me. Abracadabra. The word has been associated with hocus pocus, sleight of hand, trickery, but it's so much more. It's an Aramaic word meaning I create as I speak. This is the time to believe in your vision and honor the power of that light source. Draw close to the wonder. Embrace possibilities. Your dreams ache for a way into the world. You are the lighthouse, delivering them from etheric waters into the harbor of reality. Let yourself be their ally. Hold on to the truth behind all manifestations. Seeing is not believing. Believing is seeing. Believing in the magic, helps manifest it into material realm of your life. And there you go. So, yes, there's drama. It's okay. It's not horrible drama. It's just drama. And what you need to do is just focus on this. I want to say, for those of you who are old enough to remember these ads, Calgon, take me away. Oh, that was a fun reading. I'm going to try to mix these up a little bit more. It's so odd to have all those wands in one big lump. Again, it was a fun reading. These cards are not easy to shuffle. They're that matte finish. It's not a rose petal so much, but it's kind of semi-rose petally. Matte finish. The nice thing is they are not a particularly heavy GSM, so even my little hands can get a bit of a side shuffle out of these, or what do they call that? What is this called? A waterfall shuffle, I think. Okay. So next for tomorrow, air signs. Here we go. Are you ready for the ride? As Austin says. Are you up there in your UFO directing traffic down here? Okay, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, the Star. Oh, God, isn't that gorgeous? And the Six of Swords. I want to show this card. So, isn't that beautiful? Oh, my gosh. Wow. So these cards are just stunningly beautiful. They're kind of breathtaking. So Seven of Swords, you're, be careful of somebody maybe misrepresenting themselves or misrepresenting something they are presenting to you. I think you are gazing into that. You're well aware of it. I mean, I think that this deception is very clear to you, and you will probably in the end choose to walk away from it. That's just what this says to me. I think it's actually kind of oddly super clear. And your oracle, Moonbathe in Hope. Yeah, I think there's plenty of hope here. It's all right here, for sure. So number 2. Now is the time for moonbathing in hope. Mother Moon is friend to all dreamers. There's your dreamer right there in this picture. It just so pretty. She incubates your dreams and grows wings for all your wishes. She encourages all to remember not all who wander are lost. Roam, wander, receive. She doesn't shine exclusively for the special, the brightly talented, or the accomplished. In fact, she shines brightest in the dark. Embrace those hopeful rays. Take a walk in her radiance. Bask in her glow. Have a conversation with her about all the untold stories in your soul and the wishes waiting to grow wings. Ask her to guide you through the dark night, bringing luminosity to all that's currently unknown, unseen, or unformed. Oh, isn't that beautiful? There you go. I'll give you a close-up of this. It is just such a gorgeous, gorgeous card. And I look at both of these as just like, oh my gosh, the dreamer in you is right there. And moving right, the words on here are embrace the rite of passage with peaceful resolutions. There you go. Beautiful. Cool. That was cool. Okay, earth signs coming up for Saturday for you guys. Give these another shuffle. Shuffle and a cut. So earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for Saturday, March 15th. Judgment. Princess of Cups. And Ace of Cups. Yeah, I'm just seeing that it's really hard to ignore the words on these cards, but this says elevate yourself to the awakening, show up for your life calling. And there you are showing up, and there you are. Just sending out all that is within you. So yay. Oh my gosh. I'm going to look at the book of their description of the Princess of Cups. Because she, even though it looks like a he on the card, is throwing me off just a skosh here. Princess of Cups. So the words on the card are let serendipity surprise you. Messages are on their way. I forget that pages are often omens of messages coming in. It says the message doesn't always come from afar, and it does not necessarily arrive in the shape you expected. Delightful messages of love and hope from the future are hovering around, waiting for your reception. It is also worthwhile to take notice of the messages from the past, as they might hold crucial insights. Serendipity is that marvelous experience of encountering something beneficial when you were not specifically searching for it. That state of mind is in the vein of trust and peace. Those virtues that you neither can control nor make the efforts to find, they find you, not the other way around. You just have to let your heart open up again. So, yes, so be careful how you perceive the world around you. Don't get so mangled up. And really, when I look at this card, I thinking of the Seven of Cups. And yet, this is just such a positive force right here. So I think you're in for a good day. Pay attention to the signs. Be mindful of messages that are coming your way that might not be in the form of an email or a phone call. Look for the signs. And what does the Oracle have to say to you? Leap like you mean it. I love this card. I love her hat full of branches and birds. And that furry collar. Oh my God. So leap like you mean it. What does this have to say here? Now is the time for action. Commit your resources, dare your dreams, leap. You are either going to land on solid new ground or grow wings on the way down. A wise man said, until one is committed, there's hesitancy, the chance to draw back. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Don't think on it anymore. There's no such thing as a sure thing. Make room for providence to meet you in new and unexpected ways. Be the wild child who decided to go for it. And here is that wild child deciding to go for it. And yeah, so you're on your way. It's going to be a great day. That's what I think. That's what I think the cards are saying to you, Earth signs. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for exploring this new deck with me. If you have any comments or think it's a little too moody for these daily reads, let me know. I kind of enjoyed it, actually. It made me look and think in a different direction, and especially the fact that this is not necessarily RWS oriented, and that makes it interesting to read from because I'm not familiar with the images, so I haven't picked them apart. Unlike an RWS clone where you're very familiar with the images and you don't necessarily need to pick them apart because you already have a million times. So that makes this interesting deck. I will maybe study it a little further tonight and tomorrow, and pull her out again. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming by. Have just an exceptional day tomorrow, and I'll talk to you then. Okay, bye.